Hey there, gentlemen. Want to know if she's into you? Women have subtle ways of showing interest. And today we're uncovering the body language signs you've been missing, from playful touches to lingering eye contact. These are the signals that scream, I'm checking you out. But are you tuned in to notice them? Stick around to find out the secrets that will change the way you see attraction forever. And hey, if you want to level up your game, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss out on tips like these. Trust me, let's get started. 1. She's sneaking glances while talking to others. Here's a fun little secret if she's checking you out. Even when she's in the middle of a chat with someone else, you might just be on her mind more than you think. Imagine this scenario. You're at a party or an event doing your own thing, having a laugh with friends, when you suddenly notice her across the room. She's deep in conversation, fully animated. But wait, did her eyes flicker your way? Oh yes, they did. And maybe not just once. This move is both subtle and intriguing. It's like she's got you on her radar, even though she's officially paying attention to someone else. Those quick, stolen glances, they say so much. She doesn't want to make her interest too obvious, but at the same time she just can't seem to resist sneaking a peek. It's playful, and it's a little bold too. A sign that you're occupying some serious mental real estate. In her mind, don't underestimate what those glances mean when someone is truly present in a conversation. It's rare for their attention to drift. But if her eyes keep gravitating in your direction, even when she should be all in on the person in front of her, that's powerful body language. It's a way of saying, hey, you've got my attention, even when it looks like I'm busy. What's even more fascinating is how she pulls it off. It's a bit of a balancing act, engaging with someone else, yet still tuned into you. Those stolen moments of eye contact aren't just casual, they're deliberate and confident. They reveal a bold, flirty side of her that suggests she's not afraid to take the lead, but in a way that keeps it low-key. Keep an eye out for this. It might just be the green light you've been waiting for. 2 preening gestures, all right? Gentlemen, let's talk about preening gestures, because if she's doing this around you, it's a major sign that she's into you. Imagine this scenario. You're at a party, chatting with friends, and you catch her across the room. She's adjusting her hair, smoothing down her dress, or maybe even sneaking a quick glance at her reflection in the nearest window. Subtle, maybe, coincidental. Not a chance these little movements might seem simple, but trust me, they speak volumes. Here's the deal. When she's smoothing her hair, fixing her outfit, or casually ensuring that everything's just right, she's not just killing time. These are preening gestures, her way of saying, hey, I want to look good for you. It's like her subconscious is giving you a little nudge, a signal that she cares about how she's coming across in your eyes. And don't underestimate the power of this body language. These flirty small adjustments tell you she's putting effort into her appearance while you are nearby. That's a big deal. She's not pulling out these moves for just anyone. It's reserved for someone who's caught her interest. Someone she's hoping will notice someone like you, catch her tweaking her hair every few seconds, straightening her top just a little too much, leaning subtly into a mirror's reflection. That's her subconscious, turning up the volume of attraction. She wants you to see the best version of herself. And let's be real, guys, if she's going the extra mile to keep her vibe on point, when you're around, she's probably waiting for you to make the next move. Flirty pro tip, compliment her on something. She just adjusted her hair, her outfit, watch her reaction light up after all. Preening gestures aren't just body language, they're an invitation. 3, she straightens up when you walk in. Here's the deal. When you walk into a room and she suddenly adjusts her posture, that's not just a random coincidence. A woman who's into you will subconsciously straighten her back, hold her head higher, or even cross her legs in a more elegant way to subtly grab your attention. It's as if she's hitting the best version of me button the moment you're in her line of sight, and trust me, this little move speaks volumes. Picture this. You enter the scene, maybe it's a party, a coffee shop, or even the office, and she's sitting completely relaxed. But as soon as your presence registers, snap, her shoulders are back, her posture improves, and she's radiating poise, It's a silent yet powerful body language signal saying, hey, look at me. She's giving off those confident, I want to stand out for you vibes. Whether she realizes it or not, why does she do it simple? She's trying to show off her charm without saying a single word by accentuating her posture. She working the natural elegance card and making herself. Her way of being flirty yet subtle. And honestly, it's pretty effective. This behavior happens in all kinds of places. Maybe it's a networking event, a dinner with mutual friends, or even just passing her by in the hall. If she's straightening up for, this, it's her subtle, non-verbal way of saying, you've caught my eye and I'm making sure you notice me too. So next time you catch her pulling this move when you walk in, don't ignore it. Consider it her little green flag, saying she's interested and it might just be time for you to make a move for. She plays with her hair. Here's a surefire sign she might be interested in you. That's often overlooked when a woman starts playing with her hair. Whenever you're around, picture this. She's lightly twirling a strand around her finger, or maybe she's teasing the ends while glancing in your direction. It might look like a casual, innocent gesture, but trust me, there's a lot more going on here. It could be her way of saying, hey, I'm aware of you and I kind of like having you near. This seemingly small behavior speaks volumes, especially when it's paired with that little spark in her eyes or a playful smirk when she plays with her hair. It's often a mix of nervous excitement and attraction. It's like her subconscious is working overtime. She wants to look good and maybe even a little irresistible in your eyes. Think of it as nature's way of saying, I'm into you without her having to say a word. Now, here's the deal. This isn't just some random habit. This flirty little move is tied to human instinct. Grooming behaviors like this stem from our natural desire to show our best selves to someone we find attractive. It's part confidence booster, part charm, offensive plus running fingers through her silky strands or softly tugging at them. Can also be a way of channeling nervous energy around someone who's caught her attention. If you catch her doing this while locking eyes with you or flashing a warm, coy smile, you're in the game. Bonus points. If she leans in a little closer as you're talking, pay attention to these subtle cues. If she's playing with her hair just a little more when you're around, she's probably not even aware of how much she's giving away. But now, and it's your move. 5, the quick look away. Imagine this. You're at a coffee shop, casually sipping your drink when you catch a woman sneaking a glance at you the moment your eyes meet. She instantly looks down at her phone to the side, or anywhere, but at you sounds familiar, right? This is what I like to call the quick look away. And guess what? It's one of the clearest signs she's secretly checking you out now. Don't rush to think it's just a coincidence. This little move is packed with hidden meaning when a woman is attracted to you but doesn't want to make it too obvious. This quick glance and escape routine is her go-to move. It's subtle, but oh-ho, flirty. She wants to look at you because clearly you've caught her attention. But she also doesn't want you to know she's caught in the act. It's a little game of look, but don't get caught. This isn't just random behavior either. It's subconscious. It's like her body language is saying, hey, you're cute, but I'm going to play it cool. Think of it as a mix of curiosity, interest, and a little dash of shyness wrapped into one glance. Whether she knows it or not, that quick look away is designed to capture your attention in the most playful yet subtle way. But what makes this so special is the flirty tension it creates, that momentary gaze. Sparks intrigue, leaving you wondering, was she really looking at me? Spoiler alert. Yes, she was. The quick look away is basically her way of keeping her attraction low-key while still keeping you intrigued. Next time this happens, don't be afraid to smile or hold her gaze for just a second longer. Who knows, that might be all the green light she needs to take. The next step, 6. Subtle leaning is a powerful yet often overlooked sign that she's secretly checking you out. It's one of those subtle body language cues that once you notice, you can't unsee. Imagine this. You're in a group setting, maybe at a dinner party or a casual hangout, and the conversation is flowing, everyone's engaged, but her body seems to be pointing directly at you. She may not even realize it, but that slight shift in her chair or the way her shoulders angle toward you is screaming, I notice you. Here's the deal when someone is attracted to you. Their subconscious often takes the lead, that small lean towards you. Even if it's just a fraction, says a lot more than words could. She's likely positioning herself closer, maybe not overtly, but enough to close the invisible space between you. It's her way of saying, hey, I'm interested, without actually saying it out loud. This move is often super subtle, but trust me, it's intentional. Now picture this playful scenario for a moment. She's sitting across the room, and instead of sitting squarely facing the group or someone, right, picture this. You're at a cafe hitting the gym or hanging out at a social event out of the corner of your eye. You notice her doing something sneaky yet endearing instead of staring directly at you. She's using a mirror window or some reflective surface to check you out without making it obvious. Yep, my friend, this isn't just a coincidence. This is her clever way of secretly satisfying her curiosity while keeping things subtle. Here's the deal. She's intrigued, but maybe she's a little shy, or perhaps she just doesn't want to give away her interest right away by using indirect glances, whether through a mirror on the wall, the gym's glass panels, or even the surface of her phone screen. She gets to observe you while holding on to that mysterious vibe. It's like playing a game of hide and seek with her eyes. And trust me, it's cute and flirty all at once. Now, if you catch your sneaking looks at you using these reflective angles, don't panic. This is a fantastic sign that she's got her eye on you and finds you intriguing. Maybe she's admiring your confidence, your smile, or the way you carry yourself. Whatever it is stealing glances through. Reflections is her way of expressing interest without going too bold. And hey, here's a little secret. If you catch her in the act, you can play along. Hold her gaze through the reflection for just a second longer than normal, flash a smile, or even return the favor by glancing back. Who knows, this playful exchange might just be the spark that leads to something more stealing. Glances isn't just body language. It's her silent way of saying, you've caught my attention, and I want to see more. Let's talk about mirroring, one of the sneakiest yet most powerful signs of attraction. Mirroring happens when someone subtly imitates your movements, gestures, or posture without even realizing it. It's as if her body is unconsciously saying, hey, I like your vibe, let's syn up. Here's why this matters so much when a woman mirrors you. It's like she's waving a giant green flag of interest without uttering a single word. It's her way of signaling that she's tuned in and feeling a connection. Maybe you lean back in your chair and moments later she does the same, or you cross your legs and else she follows suit. Did you just sip your drink? Oh, look, now she's reaching for hers too. Coincidence? Not likely, my friend. This isn't just random behavior, it's science. People naturally mirror those they're drawn to as a way of building comfort and creating rapport. It's body language 101. And it's a clear sign that you've piqued her interest. The best part, you can playfully test this out. Change up your position. Adjust how you're sitting or casually lean forward and watch if she matches your movements. Think of it as her body's way of whispering, we're totally on the same wavelength. If she's mirroring, you don't overanalyze. Take it as a compliment. It's her subtle, flirty way of showing you that she's into. You trust me, this is one sign you'll definitely want to look out for. Next time you're with her. 9. Eye flicks. Let's talk about eye flicks, one of the sneakiest yet unmistakable signs that she's checking you out. This flirty little move is when her eyes subtly but intentionally sweep over your body, taking in every detail. She's not staring, she's scanning discreetly, of course, so it doesn't seem too obvious. But here's the thing, those quick glances, they reveal a lot more than she might think. Imagine this. You're in line at your favourite coffee shop or chatting at a party. You notice her eyes briefly flick from your face down to what you're wearing and back again. Maybe she catches herself and suddenly looks away, pretending like nothing happened, that my friend is her Loki, checking you out radar in action. It's her way of quietly judging the vibes you give off, how you carry yourself, what your style is. And honestly, if she's into that whole package, this subtle body language tells a bigger story. It's her gathering data. What's his deal? Does he look confident? Nice watch. She's quietly building her first impression and deciding if she might just want to explore a little more. If, flick signal, intrigue, it's like her way of saying, you've got my attention, even if I'm not about to shout it from the rooftops. When you catch her flicking those glances your way, it's a good time to flash that confident smile and hold your ground. That's her way of testing the waters, and now it's up to you to see if the spark is mutual. And there you have it. Some of the clearest yet subtle signs that she's checking you out through her body language, from mirroring your movements to sneaky glances. These cues show she's intrigued and interested. The key is to stay confident. Observe these signs and respond in a way that keeps the vibe fun and flirty. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more tips, tricks, and insights, don't forget to subscribe. Stay tuned for more content that helps you decode body language, improve connections, and step up your game.